midst of the 1980s, no one was scarier than Freddy Krueger.
I love Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah, I was obsessed, loving Freddy Krueger, loving A Nightmare on Elm Street.
But part 2 came along and it was just a strange movie.
For a lot of us, Nightmare on Elm Street 2 was our introduction to there's a lot of gay in that movie.
It's kind of a siren song for the queer horror community.
And Mark Patton's, he's a scream queen.
I wake up in the middle of the first movie that I'm the lead actor in and realize that there's a gay subtext in it.
It wasn't subtext, it was right there.
This movie is the gayest thing, and we did Xanadu last month.
Some of the circumstances around the making of this film created a lot of hurt for him.
And people ask you about it, you say, no, Mark was just so gay that he ruined the movie.
You know, the
Garbo of horror.
I was not an out gay actor in Hollywood in 1985. I was a gay person, and I was living in terror.
In the 1980s, to be queer was to be this sort of diseased pariah. I think, in a way, Mark Patton paid the price for that.
It was on the page of the script, and I knew we were treading in there.
This is not a delusion that I'm having. You filmed in one of the biggest gay bars in Los Angeles.
Oh, well, was that a gay bar?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, you can play with it all you want.
I wanted to be a movie star. This movie destroyed it.
That's what made him go a little crazy.
The movie was 30 years ago, and you're still pissed off at Dave Jaskin.
You've been lying for 30 years about this.
Yeah, I never wrote, he screams like a woman.
If you don't think that this is all interconnected, then you need to do your math again.
Oh my God, are you kidding me?
What?
We are going out tonight. Cataclysm! This place is like an adult Disneyland. Shots? Aren't you supposed to be DJ Dreamcatcher? Are you worried about getting mobbed out here?
Why do you think I always wear a mask?
So here's the deal. We will get rid of the body, and you will walk away with a compensation check.
We will take them down.
Well, we can't go in there guns blazing. We are better than that. We've got to be strong.
I don't want to be strong. I want to be angry.
Go, go, go!
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
They say the plant's gonna cover all the expenses for whatever she ends up deciding.
Well, they should, man. They should be held accountable for what happened. I mean, they should be like a public statement or something.
Yeah. I think it's that medium that her friend referred her to.
Do you guys know anything about this medium?
Just that she's from some public access television show or something.
Oh, great. So this is just going to be a huge
Guys, this is Tammy Nicholson, the woman that believes she can help us with everything. Hello, everyone.
Listen, Claire, you don't have to do this.
Tammy said it's imperative that we do it within 72 hours. I do. She said that within 3 days the window could close and we couldn't talk to him anymore.
Yeah, could most likely still be open, but not for much longer.
Please, guys, you know Jeff was my world. If I could just say I love him one more time.
Okay, so like I told you guys, I'm going to lead the seance. So if you have any questions, I'll convey the message and ask them. But the most important thing to remember is once everyone's hands on the planchette, you can't take your hands off until we're finished, because it could bring something more sinister.
More sinister?
Not to worry, but let's begin. So everyone place one finger on the planchette. We are here to converse with Claire's departed husband, Jeff. I feel a force. Jeff, is that you?
Okay, Yoda.
Is there anyone here that would like to converse with us? Is this Jeff? Where are you?
B E H I N.
Behind? Who are you behind?
C
L A. No!
Noah's right. I'm done. This is too much for me.
But taking your hand off the planchette, Claire, could bring something way more sinister.
Listen, it's done. She said she was done. It's done.
Hi, guys.
So, if anything seems out of the ordinary, please call me.
Thank you for your help. Everything's out of the ordinary right now, but I'll be okay. Oh, great. Hello? Hello? Jeff? Who's there? This isn't funny. I'm gonna call the cops. Is this some kind of joke? What a night.
I'm gonna say like I'm gonna say easily 9 out of 10.
Dude, like especially scare factor like this one, you get hammered in, and I love the idea that. I mean, it was cool to do like HHN how.
And they didn't dump us out at the fucking front. They didn't dump us out of front.
But
oh, thank God.
Yay! But I did like that it's like realistic to where whoever's out in front is gonna get all the scares.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going into the Asylum. Insanity Unleashed. And if this is like half as good as the Crypt,
right?
Like the Asylum.
Damn, and I thought Graveyard Madness was like insane at HHN. That one, as it just did, holy crap.
Was Graveyard Madness your favorite maze of HHN?
Yeah.
See, I still think I liked Giggles and Gore more. I thought Giggles and Gore was legit scary.
Yeah.
But, you know, the one that I was kind of surprised nobody really brought up at all was the Slaughter Cinema.
I think that one, like, because I've been through it a few times now, the maze itself is okay, like the detail's very good. It's they probably have like one of the best facades, like it's right there with House of a Thousand Corpses from the other haunt.
This?
No, Slaughter Cinema.
Oh yeah, no, it was cool looking. Drive-in movie theater.
This facade's pretty good too, actually.
This facade, the Asylum, we're looking at what looks like the Asylum from American Horror Story to me.
Yeah.
John is up in front. Here we go.
Alright, who's going up front, me or you?
Oh, let me start it. Here we go. Into an office. Oh shit, this dude's dead. It's pretty trippy. Oh shit.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
What's going on, everybody? This is Jimmy, and this is another one of your top 5 for today, May 1st. Sorry this took a little bit longer to get out than normal. We've just been very busy at the Horrific Network, attending conventions and trips, theme parks, movies, podcasts, you know, the whole everything that we do. It's just me again for this one, but Kane, Derek, and all those guys should be returning by the next time we do one of these top 5 vids, and they should be coming out more regularly in the coming weeks. So this top 5 was top 5 masks, and coming in at number 5 with 8% was actually the pig mask from the Saw franchise. Now Jigsaw and Jigsaw's minions have worn this mask multiple times throughout the franchise, and it was startling. I remember first time we saw the pig mask in Saw 1, and then it became iconic. It was used in the Saw Haunted Houses at Halloween Horror Nights quite frequently, and definitely has a terrifying effect. Number 4, Jason Voorhees' hockey mask. Enough said, right? I mean, Jason is so iconic. This isn't a one version over the other. I know it's been retouched and repainted and different looks for different Friday the 13th movies, but Jason's hockey mask is just about as iconic as they come, and will continue to be. I am pretty sure. This mask first appeared after we got Sackhead Jason, which is actually pretty creepy in his own right. But Jason's hockey mask is something that, pop culture, everything, across the board, when these films were extremely in their heyday. I mean, you can see this everywhere, and it definitely deserves to be on this list. Number 3 was a bit of a surprise, but looking back on it, not that big of a surprise, is Ghostface from the Scream franchise. I mean, for me, growing up, I was an 80s kid, born in 83, and so I grew up with, your icons of the 80s, Jason, Michael, Freddy, and then there was kind of that drought, and then Scream came and just completely revitalized the slasher franchise. So this one is not a surprise in the regard of the impact that Scream had, and Ghostface, he is iconic now. He has, a whole generation of people who love horror, especially that 17, 18-year-old kid, call it kid because I'm in my mid-30s, they love Scream and Ghostface, and they look to Scream and Ghostface as I look to Michael, Jason, and Freddy. And that story was well written. Cindy Prescott's tale of just family secrets and everything else, and Ghostface was creepy, man. Number 2, coming in with 17% of the vote, is Leatherface. And if you're gonna call this a mask, I guess it's definitely a mask, so to speak. A mask made out of human flesh, which is pretty terrifying, but it definitely is a mask. And Leatherface has different variations. I think this one, at least when I put it on the ballot, was more of a generalization of that classic Leatherface look, not necessarily the lipstick Leatherface or the dirty Leatherface, but just whichever one, when you say the word Leatherface, sticks out in your mind, whether it be the lipstick one, the classic one, the one from the remake. It doesn't really matter all the way around. I know when I say Leatherface, the first one that comes to mind is the one that looks more ratty, like formaldehyde, like that sepia color, like the skin is just like sunbaked because he wears it so much. But the Leatherface with the lipstick and the makeup and all that one sticks out too. And I mean, so take your pick, whichever Leatherface you want to be your favorite. That's the one that's number 2 on our top 5. And coming in at number 1 is Michael Myers with 20%. This one I didn't really know how it was going to go. I thought that, Jason was actually going to go higher. And I thought, Leatherface, I did not see Leatherface going as high as he did. But yeah, Michael Myers tops them all and is number 1, and we all know that the original mask was a mold of William Shatner, and the mask, like a lot of these masks, have seen different variations. But when I think of Michael Myers, I think Halloween 1. I think the classic Michael Myers mask. Obviously Rob Zombie tweaked that mask. And 4 and 5, Halloween 4 and 5, that is, they did their variation of that mask. So it's definitely seen changes throughout the years. I am curious to see what they do with this new Halloween that's coming out from Blumhouse, what that mask is going to look like. We've seen the mask like in posters and stuff like that, and I'll be curious to see how much of that is just kind of like digital art versus the real deal. But should be cool to see the old shape come back onto the silver screen. So there you go, man. Your top 5 horror masks as voted by you. Again, sorry this took so long to get out, but it's out. And Michael Myers is on top for another vote. The next vote will be, what is your favorite Marvel movie now that they've completed the 10-year hurrah, so to speak, with Infinity War? Which was your favorite out of the 19 that are considered the Marvel Cinematic Universe canon? And that will be coming out within the next couple weeks. Voting for that should be up by this week. And we thank you for voting on this one, the top 5 masks in horror. Have a good day.
Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Oh, it's only a nightmare. Oh, hello. Don't be frightened. I'm Alice Cooper. Would you like to experience some of my nightmares?
2011 would bring forth a great 2-year relationship for Universal Studios' Halloween Horror Nights and rock legend Alice Cooper. Only the fact that we knew it was Alice Cooper and we had the album title Welcome to My Nightmare in the logo reveal, we weren't entirely sure what to fully go off of or to expect in the maze. Man, we didn't see it all coming. I can remember the anticipation of going into this house. Like having no clue what to expect. And knowing it was based on the album, and then going in, you first went into this dilapidated house. It's like, holy smokes. And there he was. Like, whose nightmare? The Steven kid? We are making these videos as we move through here. Shout out to Sharp Productions. We'll shout out who's ever walkthrough videos we use. Check out Sharp Productions. And then you went through this closet. I remember going through this at this point, like, the $1 billion babies here, like, I remember at this point thinking that this maze was pretty solidly exciting. As they're not full. If you notice, the thing that was interesting too is we haven't hit a single black hallway yet. Not a fully one. This room was so wild. This is kind of like an HHN Orlando thing to me, where you, or even a Not Scary Farm thing, where you would double back on a particular scene. The colonial guy, that's interesting. He's in front of the mental house. But again, man, even in that transitional, the only black wall was really there just to hold up the tree branches to make it seem like it was nighttime. Another big kind of showcase room, the electric chair, that was cool. And as evident, here, like, this was one of those mazes that when you were inside of it, it felt like it just kept going. Cold Ethel. School's out for summer. Now we're kind of like just best of Cooper at this point, Snakes. And so here, like even here is not fully, it kind of seems like it is one, but when you're inside of it, you're looking at like that. So it didn't seem like a full black hallway. And then you got into here and you're like, well, hell, like, it's about to happen. It's Black Widow. But then you realize there's actual real people in it too, and then you got to that, and that thing was legitimately gnarly looking. Welcome to My Nightmare was a pleasant surprise and a huge success to most H.H. Eden fans, reveling in the fact that Alice Cooper's Maze was one of the most popular of 2011 on the West Coast. So much so, going into 2012, one of the first announcements was Alice Cooper was coming back to partner with HHN again for a 3D maze that was sure to scare. Okay, man, and we're back. Thank you again to Sharp Productions. It was just 1 year later, man, we went to Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. After Welcome to My Nightmare, I was just stoked that we got another Alice Cooper maze. Like, we're coming off of the Rob Zombie, House of 1,000 Corpses had happened in this location at that point. I think the first time, I'm not sure if it had by the second time, but like, this whole maze, I remember liking a lot more. Some limbo with these demon babies. And I was like, kind of like the thing, like, you're gonna see, like, as you go through this, it was all 3D'd. There's some repeat props, like you remember these guys from the closet after the $1 Million Baby scene in Welcome to My Nightmare. You can't see. He's put it in night vision. Huh. It's too bad. Oh, cool. So now you go through the river Styx, and that guy right there who just ran up scared the piss out of my buddy Kevin when we went through it. Like, just straight locked him up. And so now, ideally, you are in hell, and it is dark and smoky, and you have no real recollection exactly as to what was going on in that room. And now you see this gluttony. There's Cold Ethel from Welcome to My Nightmare, reused again. I think this guy was Sloth. This half kind of inspired Door to Door, the whole idealism of the demon representation of each thing. Lust. I thought the guys had their eyes ripped off, but maybe not. Pride. That's gnarly. So again, here the walls are black, but at least there's paint on them and there's something going on. It's kind of like a tribute to all Cooper's torture gags that he's had on stage at some point. Executioner running around on stilts, the hang. Ringmaster Cooper's running around, craziness all the way. Now you're in actual hell and it's frozen. Hell has frozen over. It's a cold day in hell. Another snake. The Ringmaster gets you one more time. And we're done. I did not attend HHN 22, but there was an Alice Cooper maze that year on the East Coast as well. Unfortunately, it has not gotten as good as reviews as it has on the West Coast, especially against Alice Cooper Goes to Hell. We did ask Mr. John Murdy if plans for a rumored third Cooper house existed on the West Coast, and he did say yes. He also said a name like Alice Cooper or any real rock legend would be too big to be a scare zone. Until anything is officially announced, though, we can only hope for that third and final Cooper house on the West Coast, and perhaps a house of redemption on the East. What's going on, everybody? Happy halfway to Halloween Day, man. And especially here, we are ready to kickstart day number 1 with you. We've got Emma, Alexander Taylor. We got the Con guys with Spiral Director. We've got everything from video games to Haunted House Talk this weekend. And we are ready to get it all started on the kickoff show. Less than 30 minutes away from halfway to Halloween. Getting started. Happy to talk about it with you and the Campfire co-host. And Ashley with us. How you guys doing? And you remember the kind of art team and also from the Snack and Flick and Daywalkers podcast. Drew, how's it going, man?
Doing good, man. Ready to get this show kicked off and started and moving. It's exciting.
I'll tell you what, we are less than 15 minutes away. Sorry, less than 30 minutes away. Too soon here. Day 1 talking, or kicking off, and of course, the big panel that a lot of people on social media have been talking about. This panel right here, gang. composer of Nightmare on Elm Street, 2 documentary screenplays, and the maker of Dreamcatcher. We took a look at those 2 trailers in the first half an hour of this thing, and what that was something pretty scary. Both of those films, I mean, Scream Queen, if you haven't checked out that documentary, check out that documentary. The documentary is an award-winning documentary, not just because it's about like some scandalous story that got away from, and Mark Patton being treated as horribly as he was treated. That movie is a great movie for a whole lot of reasons. But the other side of that panel, Emoi is coming in to this thing, and a whole lot of us people are excited to hear him talking. And if you've been living under a rock, I guess that would be the only way you haven't heard about this movie.
Welcome to Willy's Wonderland. Spend the night cleaning Willy's Wonderland, and I will pay to have your car fixed. Deal? You are officially on staff. Let's get the hell out of here. I can't stand to hear a grown man scream.
This place has a dark history. I know the bullshit story they told you. It's a lie. You're here to be a human sacrifice. Have you been listening to a word I've been saying? He's gonna die in here, but he won't listen to me.
It's my favorite part of the whole movie.
Just a great movie.
Put your balls on, Evan. We're going to Willy's.
He's not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with him.
It's your birthday, and we want you to have fun. It's your birthday, so let's party. It's birthday time.
I enjoy a man of few words.
It definitely is something that you only see that kind of a movie every so often. Like Evil Dead, there was only one Evil Dead, you know what I mean? Like there was only one time that we had like a movie like Drag Me to Hell, coincidentally same actor or same director, Sam Raimi. But like that movie came out in an era when we didn't have a movie like that really since Evil Dead time, like Army of Darkness. But now this movie kind of exists in its own category, for lack of a better term. I don't know. Did any of you guys see the Banana Splits movie, which is like a complete copy of this movie?
No. I caught parts of it. It's pretty much exactly the same thing, except it's a TV show as opposed to a Chuck E. Cheese-esque Five Nights at Freddy.
Right. No, you're right. You're exactly right. But Emoi, we are super excited. John, is there like a question that you would wish that you could ask him?
Well, he did the voice, right?
He did all the music,
for
then
Willy?
he did the voice, right?
Probably just like what kind of mindset he had going into like making some of the like the child version songs, almost like the lullabies, like the whole birthday song. Find out, if there was any kind of inspiration from Five Nights at Freddy's, or if he really tried going in this completely like open-minded to where it was just coming up with his own thing.
For sure, man. Moving on though, as we got to do here on this pre-show, time is ticking away.
I just want to say though that we need the dance sequence like on repeat.
Cage dancing at the pinball machine.
Dancing at the pinball machine is like the best thing ever in that movie.
That is a pretty amazing thing. I also love head, shoulders, knees and toes, head, knees and toes. And the fact
Five Little Chickens.
Five Little Chickens. And that's all Emoi. That's all, like, he did that all, like, in one little studio. That's freaking crazy. One of the creators that I am super excited that we have on board with us tonight, gang, Losh TV is, without question, one of the top HHN creators. He's definitely like one of those guys that you definitely, when he's talking about a, HHN type thing, he's definitely, right 9 times out of 10. He's definitely like one of those people that you sit there and you listen to, and you take what this man is saying is going to happen as far as like HHN speculation pretty seriously. And we are super excited to have Losh TV as one of the guest podcasts for us here tonight. Super stoked about that. We are also going to have, we mentioned the Con guys coming on board at 6 p.m. tonight. This is a very spur of the moment convention where these guys didn't necessarily know if they were going to be able to make it, if they weren't going to be able to make it. They were asking if they could possibly do something in advance, those kind of discussions, because we wanted them to be involved and they wanted to be involved. And what ended up happening after all the stuff is they ended up being able to secure the Spiral director, the new Saw franchise that has pleasantly surprised a lot of people, is going to be in their panel. That's pretty surprising. And that was a very pleasant surprise. I cannot wait to see what happens in that here today as part of day one. Drew, did you enjoy Spiral?
Believe it or not, I was actually pleasantly surprised as well. It was probably one of the better Saw movies to date.
Yeah.
I mean, I put that up there with 1 and 2, because after 2, it kind of just went in its own direction. But yeah, that was one of my more favorite ones as of late.
Ashley,
sure.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it. I loved all of the creative ways that they had their victims in this movie. If you haven't seen it, no spoilers. But when a movie can make me cringe and I can actually feel the pain, to me it's like a really good scene for me, because I've been through a lot of pain and I have a high pain tolerance. But when you make me sit in my seat and cringe and really get under my skin with it really excites me. I kind of laugh at it. So I was really excited about that. I kind of wish there was a little bit more for the storyline. I kind of already had it figured out pretty early in, but it didn't disappoint at all. So, I mean, I was so glad that even though I figured it out pretty early, it still didn't disappoint. And I'm ready to kind of see where else they lead this and see if it's going to bring on more or not at all. So, yeah.
Right on. I do definitely see them milking this thing until it's completely run dry. Like, I think there's going to be like 4 of these, and then it'll be done.
Maybe. As long as they stop before it gets ridiculous like the other ones.
There's going to be enough of these movies for there to be a Spiral Maze at Halloween Horror Nights.
You're probably not wrong.
Like,
Yeah.
there's gonna be
Well, I agree with Drew though. As long as they make them like the Saw franchise and then they don't turn it into a Jigsaw, I think we'll be okay. If they don't end on a Jigsaw note, then we'll be great.
Yeah.
They just did it. They just unended it on the Jigsaw note. Like, Chris Rock really just took away all of that, man. Like, he did a really good job.
Yeah, no, as a whole, the
That was
movie
his
was
face
great.
through the whole
It's
movie.
just- I mean, sometimes if you have to, just one and done it. If it was good, that's it. Just let it go. You don't want to keep going.
The reason why I bring up Saw so much is Saw is probably one of the, if not the favorite maze that I really do enjoy visiting when I am playing on FrightSanity's Roblox show. And tonight at 8 p.m., 11 p.m. Eastern, if you want to stay up late with us, man, John, Jason from Fast Pass with us, and myself will be playing Fright Sanity. We'll be doing all the mazes, scare zones. On average, that takes about 45 minutes to an hour, like a panel's length. And we'll take you through all those mazes, and we'll have fun, man. I can't wait to go through Fright Sanity. The Roblox, the Writing with Horrific show that we have been doing has been gaining so much steam. It really is pretty wild to see, like, the fandom that is behind like a sim theme park video game. Like, and it's such a, like, to say out loud, it really is like insanely kind of nerdy. But like, I'll tell you one thing. It's neck and neck right now with Campfire Chronicles for our highest rated podcast. And the Roblox show is winning. Walter Scott is making an appearance on the Countdown show. The Roblox show is beating Campfire Chronicles. Just take that into consideration when I tell you how legit these things are. John, are you looking forward to the live stream tonight with Fright Sanity?
Hell yes, I am. I freaking love these freaking Roblox Halloween events. Like, especially since last year we kind of got the whole, going to actual haunt events kind of taken away from us.
Right.
To stumble upon this Roblox stuff was like amazing, and
Right.
to me it did kind of help fill that void as far as not getting to do the stuff. So I know I'm super excited for this, and to see the new things that they have this year.
What's going to happen is we're taking the top 4 from season 1, top 4 from season 2, which is year-round haunts, top 4 from season 3, which is another 8 theme parks, top 4 from season 4, which is the haunt season that we're going into. And then we're putting those into like a Sweet 16 bracket for the best thing that Roblox has ever existed. And then I'll retire from Roblox.
Are you ready for Roblox? Are you ready? Yeah.
Anyway, tonight, man, also, we got to thank, before we go off the air, we definitely have to thank Gabe from the Theme Park Duo. Cannot wait to take part at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. We cannot wait to have Gabe from Theme Park Duo as part of our show, man. We are going to play, I believe, like a fun, like mini version of Campfire Chronicles, almost like a build your own park. John, why don't you give an exclusive, like, for sitting through this entire show right now, this entire pregame show, give an exclusive. You sat through the entire hour of the pregame show, or the second half hour of the pregame show, or the last 10 minutes of the pregame show, the last 2 minutes of the pregame show. You got to hear John Scott, the haunt builder himself, Higby Horon. You got to hear John Scott's first haunt. His haunt pick. What is it?
My pick would probably be Trick or Treat from LA's Haunted Hayride.
Oh God, I thought you were going to say Halloween Horror Nights for a minute, and I was going to call you a liar.
No, there's definitely a way better number one pick from HHN.
Oh, yeah.
Trick or Treat.
Even I agree.
Okay. John does have a soul. Everybody, John does have a soul. Drew, what about you? What's your favorite pick?
I'm kind of the odd man out here. I'm not gonna lie. I've actually never been to like a Halloween Horror Night, but I've always wanted to go. I've just never had the time, or it's never coincided to where I had the vacation to go. But I think the one that I really wish I would have went to was the first time they did Nightmare on Elm Street. The first time they actually did it, because wasn't it Nightmare with Friday the 13th? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to go to that one, but it didn't line up for me, and it wasn't in the cards for me, as you would say. But I've been to, like, just haunts around. They have one up by us. What is it? The pumpkin farm. You know what I'm talking about?
Wayfair. Yeah.
Yeah, they have a decent haunt. Decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I think
I'm sorry. I just haven't been to one yet.
No, it's all right. That's all right. The very few Halloween Horror Nights Orlando mazes that I've been able to go through, I think I would actually put at the top of the list. The Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood mazes. I think I would put that Universal Monsters maze from a couple years ago towards the top. American Werewolf in London I've always liked a lot. A couple of the Halloween, and even a couple of the Walking were all like really solid. Walter obviously has a pretty solid opinion too.
Walking Dead free permanent attraction.
Pretty permanent attraction, definitely. Anyway, man, we thank you for watching, and we cannot wait for you to enjoy the entire day's festivities. Make sure you stay tuned throughout it. You'll be seeing us throughout the weekend. We cannot wait to have you guys with us all weekend as part of Halfway Halloween, man.